evening, my name's Alex Hamill.
And I'm Mark Palmer.
I'm watching two drunk Aussies sitting in the garage talking about Star Wars. So this episode opens up with a really well executed and really well directed sequence where these bounty hunters dismount the Mando from his speeder bike by coat hanging.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my god, really... and the speeder got fucking demolished.
Yeah, and the Mando, while he was in midair, used his jetpack to land. But just...
Maybe Yoda didn't, he was just like...
He wasn't hurt. He can do that, apparently.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least we know how resilient Yoda's species is.
Yeah. Yeah, so it just really made me think about, shot length and how to cut a scene. When you think about, like, a Tool song or something, there's this, like, progression and arc where, like, it crescendos and it works up to something. Like, a good, like, tense scene should do that. As you get closer towards the moment of impact, like the shot length gets smaller and smaller, the Mando's speeding up, kept on cutting quicker and quicker between him and the bounty hunters setting up the thing, and the music is swelling.
Then you should have cut to that guy's like, well, we're eating.
Yeah. It's just like filmmaking 101, but it's really refreshing to just watch a show that's able to like produce an engaging action sequence.
I feel like people in the industry these days have kind of they know these were all the classic techniques, and they're trying to get away from them.
Ryan Johnson,
embrace them.
Yeah,
and they're for a reason.
Yeah. What do you think about?
But I guess it doesn't fit in everything, but it fits in this because it's so old Western style.
Yeah, there are things that bucked the groove and worked perfectly. Like Game of Thrones, early Game of Thrones is a really good example of that, where like they're telling the typical story and then they just
didn't even fucking work.
They're telling a conventional story and then out of nowhere it's just like the Red Wedding, and you as an audience like, wait, what the fuck? That's not how movies and television go.
Yeah.
But then this is very much conforming to like classic westerns.
But you're not expecting
movies.
It to subvert expectations. I'm not expecting nor wanting Mando to just be randomly walking along, then a landmine goes off and he's fucking dead, and Baby Yoda has to fend for himself, and it's about Baby Yoda from now on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want that. Yeah. I wouldn't be happy with that. If that happened in Game of Thrones, I'll be like, okay, that character's done.
But yeah, this is tonally very different, very small, very simple. Like, the previous episode was townspeople fight a dragon. Like, it's an archetypical hero fucking trope.
That's weird.
After that one,
it's so different,
Yeah, it's like the most common of stories, like the dragon, the mythological dragon encounter, like the Hobbit.
I mean, it was an underground dragon.
But still, it's a dragon.
No, I know.
They're fighting a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the editing and pacing and tension is superb. Whoever directed this, I think they directed Ant-Man, so yeah, they're pulling in people from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, Jon Favreau.
He did Iron Man, yeah.
Had a big part in that, so it makes sense that he'd bring people from there.
And the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just doing better and better and better in Star Wars, at least the feature film.
No, Star Wars went down like this for the films, and then after that it's blossomed. It's like from the ashes the phoenix arises.
Yeah, you can't kill Star Wars.
Well, you could. They did a very good job. It's just that they managed to, make something come from the fucking madness.
Yeah, but it's so big. Like, how many decades of terrible Star Wars
But can you imagine if they just left that, then they're like, okay, Star Wars is done, they'd stop making movies. Star Wars would be dead forever.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. It is possible.
I like how they were like putting all their fucking, this isn't analogy, but I'm just saying words here. Beans in like this basket, which was like the sequel trilogy, and the Mando was just kind of and then the sequel trilogy, just everyone's like, what the fuck?
I mean, it was fine with episode 7. Everyone's like a little bit, what the fuck?
Let's not get into this.
Yeah, no, right, you're right.
And then the Mando was just this little like television show, and it's like this is the Star Wars we all wanted.
Yeah, everyone's just like, dude, this is what we want. It's like, but we haven't put lightsabers in it yet. What do you mean this is the Star Wars you wanted? Well, we've seen 6 movies about fucking lightsabers, and now you're giving us something different.
Let's do something different.
Or should I say 9 movies?
So Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni on that making
Once
of
again,
Mandalorian
guest star Dave Filoni in this episode.
Yeah, he reprised his role of the X-Wing pilot. It has a really stupid name. It's like Lone Wolf or something.
Of course it fucking...
I'll ding it up here. Ding! But I mean, a lot of the things that I loved in this episode was the fucking silliness, right? Favreau and Filoni on that making of series have talked about the idea of like a bunch of Star Wars figurines and their brother like taking all the good ones and then being left with all the weird shit ones. So in this episode, there's this fucking guy named like Dr. Mandible. And he's that stupid...
I remember that ant guy.
He's a stupid, like, cricket guy from, like, episode 4. Like, they're panning around the bar, like, all the silly ones that they cut out.
So this is actually from episode 4?
I think...
Well, the same race, anyway.
I think, yeah. I think he was one of the creatures in, like, maybe the special edition. I know
it was Mos Eisley, too. I was looking at him like, I'm pretty sure that's the same cantina.
Yeah, that is the same cantina.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, the special edition cut out a lot of those monsters as, like, a dumb wolf, man. Like, ah! And then Lucas went back in and made, like, better-looking aliens. But yeah, just the idea of, instead of focusing on like all these like Star Wars things that are awesome, amazing, like focusing more on the outcast, weird, silly, odd like creatures, like Dr. Mandible.
They can.
Yeah, like they're not afraid to embrace the inherent silly nature of Star Wars, which has always existed. Like you look at the feature films and they're taking it so seriously, and like it's all dark and gritty
Dude, what
and
about
real.
Obi-Wan? Fucking the amount of shit jokes he makes, like legit. Like, and what about Dax?
Yeah, like
hello, Dax.
yeah, like
Obi-Wan.
yeah, like Star Wars should be silly and free and fun, and like this episode was fucking so silly.
It had a lot of serious moments in it too.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, like Dr. Mandible, just the idea that they're using that character, and yeah, the whole premise for the episode.
I gotta admit,
passenger.
that fucking frog passenger was fucking adorable.
I thought you were gonna say I fucking hated her so much.
No, she was,
I hope she dies.
She was just adorable. Like I just like nah.
But yeah, like so I'm sitting there watching this, and like it's a guy with a bucket in his head, trying to talk to some like frog lady. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, it was amazing. But she figured out how to communicate with him using the droid.
Yeah.
I love the way, because it would have been like a flashback from when he last dealt with that droid. He was just like fucking guns.
Yeah.
Wake up, Mandalorian. This cannot wait until morning.
Tip my hat to Richard Ayoade, who voiced Old Mate from the Mighty Boosh and It Crowd and Travel Man. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's good.
It's like a British intellectual with an afro and glasses.
No, but Baby Yoda, one thing I did love is, even though this episode was very much showed a lot of Baby Yoda, none of it felt forced. He was absolutely adorable. Especially that part where he was like he went over and he ate that spider egg thing, and then like he's running and you hear him go, and then look over and he's trying to run, but he's just so slow. He's like,
yeah, it was like the scene from Alien where John Hurt goes up to the egg.
The second I thought, I'm like, oh my god, this is like the fucking facehugger eggs all over again. As soon as I saw them there, I'm like, this is gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, they had, I love the music they used with Baby Yoda in this episode. It was like Rugrats, like all like chimes and really major melodies and like this, like baby music, like ding, 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 ding. So yeah, you got this like scene.
Those fucking eggs.
Yeah, the scene recreating like the scene from Alien, but it's got this like. I just love like the juxtaposition of those two different tones. So yeah, Baby Yoda, right? This is what I love about Baby Yoda. Well, first of all, I like to say that I like it a lot better when he's featured in the episode as like a part of the narrative, and like he plays a role.
He's not
within
just
it.
there.
Yeah, like the first episode, he was a side character, and that's fine. I can do
It
that.
can't be every episode.
But I think when the Mandalorian's working best, it's Lone Wolf and Cub. It's the guy and the baby.
He's trying to get shit done, and Baby Yoda's getting in the way, which is exactly what it was, which is exactly what a baby's like. 100%. Like, he's trying to deal with fucking repairing his ship. Baby Yoda's like, oh, this is your passenger trying to take her family, I better eat one of these eggs. And that just, no matter how many times he gets told no, he goes for another fucking egg.
Hello guys, it's back to another Baby Yoda video. So, there's a part where there's eggs, and there's a girl talking to him, and there's like this gecko lady comes in, and they talk, and Baby Yoda eats the eggs, some of the eggs, I don't know, maybe two.
No. That is not food. Don't do that again. Nap time.
And then this next part is crazy. The gecko is having a bath, and the guy's washing them, and then Baby Yoda comes over to the egg, and it has a baby spot, and he eats it, and then all the other eggs start to hatch, and then he goes whining to the guy, and then he sees it, and then the lady gets out, and then there's a big spider, really, really big. And that's it. Bye.
It's amazing. Oh yeah.
Especially at the end.
Well, yeah, the end was straight up a gag. So yeah, like the idea of Yoda is like this noble, like sophisticated, intelligent fucking thing, and you just
he's
kind
like,
of
900 years old?
Yeah, you just kind of expect Baby Yoda to like have some of the characteristics of Yoda, but no, like he's a fucking wild beast.
Dude,
he's a gross
50
animal.
years old, but if he was a human age, he'd be no older than maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, he's a fucking baby. Like, this is another thing. I watched a few like Mandalorian things recently, and they're talking about the Mandalorian kind of introducing Baby Yoda to these horribly violent situations, and like maybe Baby Yoda going down the path of darkness because he's experiencing all this violence. And like, Baby Yoda is defiant and he doesn't listen, and there's times where he's doing shit. But I feel like as dads, we have a deeper insight into this, and the same with fucking Jon Favreau. He's just a kid. I don't think they're setting up any darker path for him
They
to like...
couldn't. They fucking couldn't, because there's no... him being 50 years old shows how slowly Yoda's species
You need to have
ages.
50 seasons of free age, like a year. So yeah, they don't have the
Even
time.
if they did want to do that, I mean, I guess technically they can change the canon, but according to the canon, to everything we know right now, Yoda's species is pretty much impervious to the dark side.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But we don't know that. I mean, that was Legends.
Yeah, so yeah, he's just a kid, right? He's a dumb fucking
He's a fucking
kid.
baby. Like, you got a kid like my daughter. Sometimes you think like, holy shit, this kid's gonna be a serial killer. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, they do some fucking mental shit.
Kids are crazy, man. If you guys don't have kids,
Yeah, trust
you'll
me,
learn.
they do some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, and Baby Yoda, yeah, like
He's
that.
just a fucking kid and he's hungry. So he goes and he eats this fucking egg. He doesn't think, oh, this is the future of her fucking family. He's just like, I'm fucking
It's
hungry.
so great the
There's
way
an
it's
egg.
set up though, because it's so silly, the premise, and then yeah, it's like, this is so important for her race, her partner. She can only fertilize the eggs on this certain planet, and Mando's like, okay, can't go to fucking hyperspeed because it'll kill it, and Baby Yoda's like, bam, eating one of the eggs. And I was like, that is amazing. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's a baby.
How about you come over here? Give me a hand. Make yourself useful. Hey, kid. I said, hey, where are you going?
Now, when the X-Wings mentioned about the whole fucking prison thing, that was with reference to the Bill Burr episode, right? I thought so. I just wanted to clarify. I figured that was what it was.
Yeah, they talk about him busting out whatever that Twi'lek he did, and then later on they're like, because there was a scene where the guy who voices Anakin for the Clone Wars, that guy in the blue, like he tries to fucking save him. Oh, what?
Which one?
You know, in that episode where they go into the room and that guy has the tracker and he's like, I'm gonna fucking call the Republic, and Bill Burr and the Mandalorian are like standing off. He ends up getting shot and killed.
He voices Anakin.
Yeah, he's the actor who voices Anakin.
Oh, nice, cool.
So many fucking like deep connections and weird oddities.
Well, Dave Filoni's such a big part, so that makes total sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Got a runner. I'm on it.
Baby Yoda's great because he kind of doesn't do what you'd expect of him. He's not like Yoda at all. He's
it's like I was totally expecting him to use the Force to try and stop all these spider shit, but he didn't need to.
Yeah, and that's a danger that the show, I thought earlier on, could have fallen into.
They could have just thrown that into every fucking opportunity that he gets into too much danger.
Yeah, once Baby Yoda is the ex machina and he starts solving every situation with the Force, there's no intentional suspense because there's no danger, no one can die.
Well,
he's just going to save the day every time.
If he could have done that, then it would have made it. The whole reason they did him choking a bitch in the last season shows that he doesn't truly understand what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if they were to do that now, it would make no fucking sense.
You know, in that episode in Inglourious Bastards, when that German guy strangles that lady to death.
Oh, that's such a brutal scene.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Didn't he actually choking her?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino said choking scenes in movies, they look fake. And they do, because they're not getting choked, not going red in the face. So he's like, for the scene, like, can I choke you? So yeah, that scene is Tarantino actually strangling. Yeah.
But it looked real, right?
It looked real, but I think the thing is, and this is maybe what's going on with Baby Yoda, that like Tarantino just likes choking a bitch.
I guess. Yeah, like the scene where Lando's getting choked, you can tell it's fake.
Yeah. Peter Mayhew actually should have choked.
He fucking should have. I'm so pissed off he didn't.
Choke him out, knock him out. Yeah, so the X-Wing pilot scene, the initial conversation was great just because the time it let it play out and just like this slow, methodical conversation.
Not only that, but it made it also feel like the New Republic's clearly a thing now, you know, and that they're obviously trying to search for remnants of the Empire. And it also, I was having a conversation with Chrissy about this, it goes to show that even though these clearly aren't bad people, the good and bad is such a relative term.
And yeah, the galaxy's been thrown into mayhem since the destruction of the second Death Star. It's not, like Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker. It's a muddled mess now of everyone trying to find their feet politically and economically.
I do want to say there was that moment when they left after they saved him from the spiders. When they left and the X-Wings got up and left, there was a moment there where I just truly appreciated the special effects.
Oh man, yeah, the show looks fucking amazing. It really does, yeah. And yeah, I guess that's because of the fact that it's 8 episodes.
Triple A fucking title.
And the filming of it is rather quick, like television, you know, you don't have that time like a feature film where you'd sit down and shoot a scene for like a week. It is like very quick. But yeah, at the same time, the art department is a big element of this show. Like just sitting down and designing everything like before they shoot, like months and months before. And just the aesthetic of everything is so fucking beautiful and amazing.
Feels real.
Yeah.
All of it.
I wanted to talk about puppets too, and how like puppets, they look different and they move different from CGI. There were so many moments in this where I was just like watching this little puppet like move around, like the way he's kind of stilted and he moves his arms and like it's just it's so nice.
It was obvious yet it wasn't bothering.
But it like it has character and it has heart.
Like, like I said, the part where he's running, it's clearly a puppet, but it's amazing.
Well, it's like it's janky and like with Smeagol and Dobby, you can do all this crazy awesome stuff. But like they're leaning back into like old school media,
which is refreshing. It's like retro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all that stuff was amazing. So why not lean back into it? And I like that he's janky and he's not fully articulated. He's like, ah. I mean, he looks great, but you know, like a CGI
he's
Baby
like the
Yoda.
most amazing looking puppet ever.
I mean, he's captivated the hearts of humanity, apart from Stephen.
He doesn't like Baby Yoda.
Nah.
Anyway.
But yeah, like a CGI Baby Yoda would look completely different. The way it moved, the way it like interacted with things.
Oh no, I was about to say, I still think it will go that way, but you never know. Depends if Jon Favreau stays in the whole thing or not.
I think I would rather like just like wrap it up in like 3 or 4 seasons, and if Favreau wants to leave and become the CEO of Lucasfilm, then
Never expect nothing but good things.
I mean, do a better job than the current CEO.
Yeah, next September, I'm counting down the fucking days.
We love you, Kathy.
Just one more thing.
Yes?
I need you to send us a ping. We're out here sweeping for Imperial holdouts.
I'll let you know if I see any.
Yeah, so I liked the like slow, methodical pace of the X-Wings discussion played out. You know, Rise of Skywalker just rushed into every scene, and it didn't allow anything to like breathe and live. Like you really experienced the world.
To be fair, it would have been very different if The Last Jedi.
Yeah, but we've had that conversation.
Yes, we have. I did like the way there was that moment where they opened their like wings up, and you're like, okay, shit's getting real now.
Yeah. And then he goes down onto this ice planet. Immediately it's high stakes because Frog Lady is cold-blooded, and she's like, oh fuck, up on the floor.
She gets that fucking cool though, and she just wanders away and finds this hot spring.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's fucking stupid to just wander off out of the Razor Crest. But
she's clearly fucking stupid. So.
Yeah, she's trying to like heat up her eggs, I get it.
Yeah, but you had no way of knowing there was a fucking hot spring there.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe you could sense it with her frog powers. And then the spider sequence is fucking great, like with the speeder sequence.
Especially when he tried to get away that second time and the fucking massive one just like drops on the ship.
Yeah. The fake out.
That was great. I actually literally like lolled at that moment.
Lol. There's this great comparison you can draw between her and the Mando as well, because she's got these fucking kids and she's trying to protect them, and she's like the maternal mother figure trying to protect her children. He's like, okay, I get that. I understand that, and I'm dealing with this fucking asshole eating these fucking eggs and eating the spider spawn. That's exactly what I'm doing. And people who say that like he's being too dark and it's exposing Baby Yoda to too much danger.
Off, cunt. There's a point where it's like, okay, they don't understand. And plus this way, if anything, it'll turn him into a fucking more well-adjusted adult.
Yeah, like Din Djarin's fucking background is watching his family get slaughtered. And like, he's trying his best. Like, I remember the first 3 episodes, like, he was just some jaded bounty hunter. He's like, I don't give a fuck, I'll kill everyone. And then he's like, oh no.
Found something to care about.
Yeah. That's the thing. And he's doing his best,
sorry,
man.
no matter what, like those cunts who knocked him off his feet in the first thing were literally trying to get the child.
Yeah, he has no choice now.
There's literally no matter who Baby Yoda's with, he's going to be exposed to that world.
Yeah, he can't just abandon. Well, yeah, he tried that in fucking chapter 4 on Sanctuary. He was like, I'll leave Baby Yoda here, it'll be OG, he can't live with me, shit's hectic. And then a bounty hunter comes and tries to kill him.
Dude, he's not even looking for bounties anymore, so it's not like his life is hectic, it's just shit.
He's trying to find Baby Yoda's fucking people.
He's trying to find Mandalorians to help him find Jedi and so off. Although I do feel like it's leading to the point where he's trying to find Mandalorians, so I'm betting when he meets Mandalorians, it's going to be old mate, I can't fucking remember her name, from either the Clone Wars or Rebels. She's a Mandalorian who knows Ahsoka, and that's how Ahsoka's going to come into it.
Yeah, possibly.
Because Sabine, I think her name is. But yeah, so if he meets with her, then she's like, at this point she's like oh wait, but old mate had the dark saber last time. I'm not fully up to date with Rebels, but she had the dark saber at that point. Anyway, my point is that it's if that's where they're headed. It's like, I don't get it. Okay, so there's Mandalorians. Go to Mandalore.
Is that still a thriving, functioning like civilization?
I need to finish Rebels. It was.
You're my Rebels guy, Mark.
I don't like Rebels, okay? There's good parts of Rebels, but Clone Wars is where I'm at. Clone Wars and the comics.
Yeah, my phone was that.
Rebels
EU
is
guy.
too. It was made when Disney was really fucking Disney in Star Wars.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's good moments, but yeah. Either way, I think that if it does do that, then that's going to lead to Ahsoka. But oh no, because there was the Siege of Mandalore, but that was fucking in. That was the Revenge of the Sith time, because Ahsoka was that at the end. I showed you those episodes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
But I think there was another one where the Empire attacked Mandalore, so that's probably after in Rebels.
I have no idea,
Oh, I'm just trying to figure it out in my head.
man. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so basically in conclusion, I love this episode. It was a little like standalone story about the Mando and some silly frog lady. It's not afraid to lean into the silliness of Star Wars.
Interesting that he didn't get her to where she was going. So is that going to be in the next episode? I think it's going to... That's got to be, because it's going to be Mandalorian.
There's shots in the trailer for season 2 where they're like on a dock and you see her walking off with like her husband and then you see him on a boat and stuff. So that's going to be the next episode.
It's interesting because in the first season it's very much like each episode is its own thing, but this one they're slowly starting to.
Yeah, it is kind of like, you know, the first one was about a dragon, this one's about a frog lady. But yeah, they did connect. Like they did start off.
So I feel like they're slowly leading to a connected story, which
as it gets bigger and ramps
this sort of story, it always has to.
Makes sense. Yeah, if you're gonna like build tension and suspense towards the finale of the entire series, they're gonna be more interconnected.
Which goes to show that this is going to probably finale is going to be a hell of a lot more intense.
Oh yeah, this season absolutely. They're just building. They're building.
I was honestly expecting Boba Fett to appear again, by the fact that he appeared in the last episode.
I thought he was going to be the passenger. And it's like, frog lady.
But I'm kind of glad it didn't. It's like, it's like okay, yeah, we showed you Boba Fett, but guess what? That's not what we're doing.
I'm kind of expecting the worst from this in a lot of ways, just because of Star Wars burning me so many times, and then like each time it's telling these really simple little charming stories rather than getting wrapped up in the larger narrative of Jedi.
But eventually it has to do that because it is about Baby Yoda trying to find his way back.
Yeah, the main series are.
There's going to have to be a point, unless it gets cancelled, there has to be a point where he leaves Mando. Or Mando dies.
Yeah, he has to like either give Yoda or Baby Yoda over to the Jedi, or they have to separate parts. I mean, it's going to end at some point.
It's going to have to, yeah.
Yeah, anything else you want to add out of this episode, Mark?
No, I think we've done pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about this for a while. Yeah, so great episode. I loved it. It was silly. It was stupid. I love Baby Yoda's direction. He's not Yoda. He's not dignified. He's not respectful. He's a fucking wild beast. He's a kid. We know what kids are like.
Yeah, he's going to end up very differently. Yoda was literally like every other Jedi who was born, transferred to the Jedi, and raised in the Jedi ways. This guy's had 50 years. God knows what he's doing for 50 years, but now he's with Mando, man.
Yeah. Cruising around, helping out frog ladies.
Choking bitches.
Yeah, choking bitches. Just like Tarantino.
Yeah, man.
Alright, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe in the comments. Got all the facts on my opinions are no. Boy. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.